How can you solve the stack too deep error? You've come to the right place. So this is the most common error we get in Solidity. The root of the problem is how the compiler handles things, and we cannot change this. We cannot use a different compiler. Actually we can, but we cannot build a different compiler. I'll come to this in a second. But how can you solve if you get this stack too deep error? Which I do get, and I did get in my own project, so now I'll share how you can avoid this error yourself. This error basically pops up because you have too many stacks, too many variables in the stack, and what you can do is you can use structs, you can use the struct data structure to group related variables. If you have a lot of variables, this is when this error comes up. You can just create a struct, put all the variables in the struct, and boom. Another reason why this comes up is because you have too much of a large function. You just break down this large function into smaller function. And another thing you can do, which many people don't even know, you can use these brackets, curly brackets, basically to limit scope. You can limit variable scope with these blocks. So you don't have to delete or remove variables or group them in structs. You just limit the variable scope with these curly brackets. Another thing you can do is, even before you do this, all these solutions, is you can try to run your test or your script in Foundry with via-ir. What this does is it changes compilation pipeline. What this does, it changes the compilation pipeline to go through the new IR optimizer. And this is also one recommended step to solve this error. Sometimes works, sometimes doesn't. If this doesn't work, and you can see, you can read more about this via IR on the Get Foundry docs. And the last solution is to use a completely different compiler, and by using this different compiler you don't even have to change the code at all. You just use different compiler, and you can easily set this new compiler, download this, set this in your Foundry project. And I've heard a lot of good stuff about this compiler from Patrick Collins himself. If you've been in the Web3 space, you've probably heard about him. So just use this SolX compiler and you wouldn't have stack too deep errors.